scored. It's a late leveller from yourself, a 2-2 draw against Harrogate. Talk us through that one from your perspective.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes was us. And look, I'm delighted to get the goal. It was a great pass from Serki into my path, but 3 points is bigger than me getting that goal. Obviously, we're disappointed not to get the 3 points, but we've got to keep on moving in the right direction. That point could take us to a massive place come the end of the season. So we've got to still remain positive about that. We've got 3 massive games to go into. So it's disappointing today, but we've got to dust ourselves off and go again because it's a quick turnaround until Monday.
There's been plenty of occasions this year where points that have been picked up late on could prove to be massive, and that could be the case again today, couldn't it, come the end of the season?
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of how our football is at League Two, especially. These could be massive points. Look, we're disappointed now, and I think everyone is disappointed not to get the 3 points, and we wanted them 3 points, but we've got 3 massive games coming, and we win these 3 games and stay positive together as a team, as a club, then look, we've got nothing to fear, and we're going to achieve what we set out to achieve this whole season.
As a collective in there must be obviously disappointment, but it goes to show that never say die attitude, doesn't it, of the group, that you can pick yourselves up from going behind to then go on and get that point.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was we've got to deal with going to conceding a lot better. Their first goal went in, and I take accountability for that. It's a poor pass from me into Sturkey, and they've scored an unbelievable finish from there. But then we came away from what we were doing in the first 15, 20 minutes of that first half, and we've got to be braver and understand that we're going to concede goals, and that's going to happen these last 3 games, and it has happened across this season. But it also does show the never say die attitude that we do have as a group and as a collective, that we will keep on going until the end, and we done that today.
I think head coach Matt Sadler said it on a number of occasions. In football, you can't get too high with the highs, you can't get too low with the lows, and it's about trying now to build on this point going into Easter Monday's game, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It kind of becomes a better point if you it's a good point. Sorry, if you win on Monday, you don't look at it as much as a bad point. And come the end of the season, you probably look back at this after the last 3 games and say that was a massive point at home against Harrogate. So we've got to remain positive and stay together. That's the main thing. We've got to stay together and keep doing what we are good at, because we showed that in spells today, what we are like as a team when we are front foot pressing, brave on the ball, and that's us. That is what got us success this whole season, and is what is going to get us success for the last 3 games.
The head coach has just said to us there, 3 points off the top, 3 games to go. Can't forget the fact that we are still well within the hunt. You know, I think it's only a point outside the automatics as well. Everything is still to play for, and as football, it's a roller coaster. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be plenty of twists and turns. But it's about taking each game as it comes now, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Take each game as it comes. If anyone ever thought it was going to be easy, then it's the wrong sport for that. It was never going to be easy, and yes, we were in a great position, but that's long gone now. We've got to understand the position that we are in as a club and as a team, and the boys understand that, and we're moving forward from that, and we've got to move forward as a collective, as one. We're going to have disappointments, but we're going to ride them setbacks and push through together as a team and collect them 3 points each game. We're going to focus on that, getting that on Monday.
How challenging has it been mentally to deal with the fact of being so far ahead to then being where we are now? It must have been tough to be the ones that were being chased down to now being the chasers.
Yeah, definitely. Look, this season has shown me and a lot of the boys that is a mental challenge, and Gaffer's said it a lot to us, not to have any fear, because fear, listen, I'm not going to hide from the fact that fear has crept into myself this season, and probably crept into some of the other boys at periods during the kind of bad spell that we went on, but we've all understood that that's gone. Gaffer says to us all the time, we're fighters, not victims, and that's exactly what we are. Today we showed the fight in us, and across this season we've shown that fight, and we are in the position that we are in now, but that doesn't mean that is going to be our position come the end of the season. We know that, and we believe that as a team that we are going to achieve what we set out to achieve.
Another phenomenal crowd today of 7,400, totals to about 7,200 home fans. Going to Easter Monday's game backed by over 1,000 going to Newport. It's a sold out away end. Both of our final away games are sold out. They can play their part as well, can't they, as we've said all season.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's unbelievable today. And you felt that lift, especially towards the back end of the game when we did equalise and we went forward, had another chance. You can feel that lift from them. It feels like the stadiums are going to erupt, and we're going to need that. We need them more than ever. Again on Monday, and the Saturday's coming up. And yeah, I understand it's frustrating for them. It's frustrating for us as well. But we've got to all stick together, and that's me saying that as someone that's been through the highs and the lows as a club. We've got to sit together, and we thank you for all the support you've given us all this season and put us in a position. You've helped to put us in the positions that we have been in this season, and we can't do it without you. So we need you all to sit together, and we're all going to sit together, and we can carry on and achieve something massive as a club.